Hey G fans, GojiFan93 here, and welcome to the next part of my October Kaiju thon. In this video, I will be reviewing Frankenstein Conquers the World. Now this is a Kaiju movie that I have not seen yet. This is actually the first time I've seen it, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I liked it, so let's get into it. So pretty much the story is a scientist in World War II basically was. Well, okay, here's what's funny. I wrote a note here saying, the first thing I want to say is Frankenstein movie canon to the Toho movies, to the Toho monster universe, because in the movie they reference Frankenstein's monster, like the actual universal monster, which actually this Frankenstein is Toho had to get the rights, but they're talking about the Frankenstein back in, you know, the old school movies. So I'm thinking, okay, so that means Toho has like official canon with this? I don't know, it's like a theory or something, but you know, whatever. But anyways, the scientist guy makes the heart of Frankenstein's monster, whatever, and because Frankenstein is not the actual monster, Frankenstein is the name of the scientist who created the monster. Just so everybody's, you know, because I remember when I was little, I always thought Frankenstein was the actual monster. It wasn't. Yeah, they take it away from him, but it's weird because the intro to the movie doesn't really have any dialogue. It just shows these soldiers coming into this guy's underground lab and just take the box where the heart is, and they just take it, and you're like, oh, okay, wow, there's no dialogue. So you really don't know why they did that. Then the atomic bomb goes off, and then I think we come to 15 years later, and they are still researching the Frankenstein's DNA or organisms, whatever, to try and help humanity after the bomb. So what I also want to say is first, there's really good music at the beginning. It's really familiar, really nostalgic music at the beginning of the movie, and I really was intrigued. Right when the movie began, I was very interested in what was going on. Definitely more interested than in the Mothra movie. Sorry, it's just, you know, that. Also, what's really cool is Nick Adam is back in this movie.
This is Nick Adam from the Monster Report. Hey, Goji fan, did you call for me?
What? Nick Adam? Wait, no, what are you doing? No, not you, the other Nick Adam.
Oh, you must have said Nick Adams. Common mistake, we get mixed up a lot. Have a good rest of the review, Goji.
Okay, so besides that, yes, Nick Adam, the actual actor, is back in this movie, and it's really cool to see him again, and he does a great job. Obviously, I saw the Japanese version, so his voice was dubbed over by a Japanese voiceover, so I couldn't really hear his inflections, but from the performance that he gave with, you know, just the way he was in the movie, it was pretty good. I did like the human characters. I really did like them all. They were pretty good. The female actress was really good, especially with her relationship, and the Frankenstein monster was just really awesome. And yeah, the production value was, I mean, okay, now I saw this movie, I couldn't find this movie anywhere on any site to like watch it streamed or whatever, and the DVDs that you can get are super expensive, like $50, so I wasn't gonna shell out that much for this movie, but I did finally manage to find a site where I was able to snag the Japanese version and actually be able to watch it as a file, so that was really cool. So I did get to see the Japanese version, which I was super happy about that, and the quality seemed like it was ripped from a VHS, so it really wasn't the best quality, so I couldn't get to see like all of the big details, but from what I could tell, if it was cleaned up a bit and if it had like a Blu-ray release, it would probably look really, really good. The Frankenstein monster, the makeup on him is really awesome. I love the look of him. And Baragon, we can't forget about Baragon. I believe this is Baragon's first movie that he's introduced into, and yeah, he's awesome. So yeah, I love the story to it. It's very intriguing. I don't want to go too in depth with it because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it. It's very interesting. I do like the story. It's a very unique story for a kaiju movie. I like it. Something very different that we haven't really seen. Another thing is the music is awesome. It's just Akira Ifukube's music, and I love it. It just sounds great throughout the movie. All of the little nuances and little ambient music is just great to hear. And yeah, and the monster fight was pretty cool at the end with Frankenstein fighting Baragon. It was really good. It was very hands-on because like both these monsters don't have a lot of energy beam, or well, Frankenstein doesn't have anything. Baragon does have it seemed like an atomic breath. It was like a red atomic breath. Basically used the same sound effects that Godzilla had, but the fight was really good though. I really did enjoy it. It's very hands-on, very physical, and I love those kind of battles. The one bad thing I will say about this movie is it does start to drag halfway through. There was some time, like halfway through the movie, when they're trying to figure out where Frankenstein is and all that, it gets really, really slow. You tend to start to fall asleep during that part, but then once the monsters kick back in, and once they have that fight, the really, really awesome climactic fight, it brings you back up. Like, okay, this is good. So overall, this movie is fantastic. I highly recommend you go see it. It's definitely one of the Showa classics, and it oozes awesome kaiju-ness of the golden age of the 1960s, and it's really good. So highly recommend it. That's it for my review with this, and I'm not sure if this review came out before the Road End review or after. I'm not sure because I'm still waiting on the DVDs as I'm recording this, so we'll just have to see what order this will be in. So that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay big, G fans.